Hello, everyone. Welcome to our second show. It's What's Happening in Your Neighborhood. And today I have Richard Ribeiro, founder of the Strong Eye Foundation. Richard, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, we'll just get started here by just letting us know how the Strong Foundation got started.
How the foundation got started by me seeing things happening in the city of New Bedford that I felt needed to be addressed from my perspective, from just from where I was coming from.
Okay. All right. And how long have you been in as the Strong Foundation been
We,
around?
we originally started in 2002, and the revamped model has been in existence since I want to say December 23rd of 2023.
Oh, good. And I also noticed on the card there that's one block at a time. I kind of like that saying, one block at a time. It's almost everything that we do in the community. It's a community at a time.
Yes.
Uh, and how did you come up with that one block at a time?
Well, it's when you build something, you got to stop. You got to dig the foundation, and it starts. You always have a cornerstone, so you have a starting point, a focal point, and if we're gonna take the community back and do positive things, you got to start with one block at a time, and then that trickles down to different neighborhoods.
Nice, nice. And the other thing, you know, services. I know you have. It's just you have a lot of different outlooks and
Yeah.
outways into the foundation. Can you explain that a little bit?
Well, it's a community organization, but right now our focus is on reentry, recidivism. Besides, like as far as with the foundation, we're trying to do reintegration from outside of prison walls, and we've also done homeless outreach. We have a farmers market that I'm a part of with another organization, Calvary Cares, and we feed the community out in Freetown. But people from New Bedford come, Taunton, all over, and just any way we could try to give back in a positive manner.
Nice, nice. Now, when you talk about the farmers market and the food that you in Freetown, is that a daily thing, or how often do you do that as well?
That's we do that every Thursday. We're in Calvary Cares Drop-In Center is in partnership with YMCA Full Plate. It's an organization in Dartmouth. They give food to the local community, and this has been happening. The pastor started this in about 4 years ago.
Okay,
So
and
so every Thursday though at
so
12
it's
o'clock.
at 12 o'clock, and until how long?
12 o'clock till the food runs out, but usually by 2 o'clock, people done.
They're done.
Yeah,
It's usually up there.
because there's a tremendous need right now. So the services that we're providing, it's all you got to do is show up and have a zip code and tell us how many's in your family, and that's how we do that there.
Nice, nice. So you give enough for everybody to able to have that's in their family.
Yeah, there's usually we have an assortment, fruits and vegetables. You get a protein, a bag with dry goods. So like depending on the family size is how it's allocated.
Nice,
But
nice.
usually about 200 people come through every week.
Wow, 200 people, huh?
Yeah,
Wow, wow. That's a number.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's something that we don't realize. I mean,
You'd be surprised,
right?
uh, especially with the way the price of food is today. So when you see people that you would say, "Wow, why are they here?" But everybody needs help right now. It's not just
Yeah.
everybody needs it.
Now, during the holidays, did you find that it's you have a lot more people?
Oh yeah,
Right?
the holidays. There's also another service that we do at Calvary Cares. One Friday, the last Friday of every month, counseling on aging. We do a holiday meal and around Thanksgiving time where people come through. We serve probably about 150 trays last Thanksgiving, and then
Nice.
it just there's so much need out there. We do that on Fridays, counseling on aging or anybody in the community that needs food. We have a prepared meal with a dessert. They just have to like try to register, or but if you show up, you'll get fed.
Nice, nice, nice. Um, so you also have a drop-off center there. Uh, now, what kind of items and things can people can drop off?
Well, it's the drop-in center, and it's for let's say someone is in recovery or they need services, they need mass health. There's a navigator. We could plug you in with resources for that. If you need mental health counseling, spiritual advisement with Pastor Dias, recovery coach services, which I do. We do workshops, suicide prevention. We do things for the veterans. It just there's so much stuff going on, man.
Wow. So I mean, it sounds like there's just you have enough outlets for every need.
Yes.
Pretty much it, which is that's wonderful. It's great. Uh, you know, also, do you handle things with clothing and stuff? Can people drop off
Yeah,
any
there's also
clothing?
a clothing drive that there's a bin inside the church parking lot where if you bring clothing, you could donate it, put it into the bin. It's like they pick that up every Friday. So, you know what I mean? There's a drop off for that. We also do substance use abuse disorder like outreach, harm reduction.
Right, right.
So if someone needs Narcan, we have access to give that to them
Oh,
as well.
nice, nice.
A lot of people are opposed to that, but when you think about it, it's a public safety issue, and people sometimes they buy things that they don't know what they're buying, and it might have that stuff fentanyl in there. So, I mean, Narcan is available. Just so many different things.
You know, one of the things that you said about the Narcan, you said some people don't like it, but I was at an event earlier this year, and it was downtown, and actually, you had people out there, but somebody had to use it on someone there, and
See, you
so
never
you never
know.
know,
You never
you
know,
know.
and it's better to have it and to save a life because that life you save may be someone in your family.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I think if you have it, it should always keep it on you.
yeah.
I know that I keep a couple on me just in case too.
I
You
have
never know
them in the
where I
back
run in.
seat. One time I'm driving down the bus terminal, I seen someone was stretched out, and we jumped out and passed it on to the people that needed it.
Nice, nice. Uh, so what are the other things can be donated through the
Well,
community?
right now we do things as far as we got a program for coming up around Christmas time. So toys. There's a way to donate to the church, to the nonprofit with the church. So if it's cash or you're volunteering, if you want to work, come up to the church, serve food, see what we're all about. You can come up on 33 Brayley Road in East Freetown. It's Calvary Pentecostal Church, and you can donate your time, your energy. If it's
Nice.
finances, we do the outreach where we come out sometimes at night in the city of New Bedford. Last winter, we was out there passing out hats and blankets. Um, Doing outreach in that manner. We got coffee, food, and then there was a pastor. He would give the prayer if they wanted it.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just someone out there that hey, somebody cares. And if you
Nice.
need a warm meal tonight, we're here for you.
All right. And as far as members go, how many members do you currently have working with you now?
In the foundation, there's about I say 10 solid people that, but it's so many because different volunteers come out to different things that they support. But actual members, no more than
Yeah.
10.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I think they deserve that.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. And I'm
Especially
sure they'll appreciate it too.
yeah, I mean, that's one thing is when you have people from the community just helping out, that just with their time,
Yeah, because
that
ain't
means
nobody getting paid.
no, that
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
yeah, no, I know, and it means a lot, and it's and I God bless everyone who does put their hand in helping people like that and everything.
Yeah.
We need a lot of people like that. More of it.
Yeah,
That's
of
for
course.
sure.
Especially like in this city, it's a world class city, but it's always getting frowned upon. And there's people doing a lot of work in this city. So I want to say thank you to all the people that are out here doing that outreach and community service.
Now, there's another thing that you mentioned earlier, and then I wanted to highlight, and I got a part of my notes. Is you said with the prison? So you help out. Is that when they first come out? You help them.
Yeah,
find a way and
reintegration.
stuff. And
The reason why I say reintegration from outside the prison walls is because when people come home, some resources are not available, or some people just don't know where to find the resource. So I know in the DOC they have reentry workers, but I've seen the need for the individuals coming home, working with parolees and people on probation, that mental health issues need to be addressed, economic issues need to be addressed. social functioning. Just like nowadays, everything is either internet, email, login, Zoom meeting, and people coming out the system. They've been in a time warp.
Right,
So
right,
with that, you got dysfunctional individuals with access to programs that don't know where to get them. So that's
right,
what we try to do.
right.
Try to be a resource.
Okay. Now, some of these numbers that I've seen here, you got like 1.7 million Americans that's in jail or in prison, 4.5 million Americans that are on probation or parole, 70 million adults that have criminal records. 2 out of 3 released prisoners will be rearrested within 3 years. 1.5 million children have parent behind bars, and 28,000 plus people are arrested every day. Those are some
Mhm.
high numbers, aren't they?
There's a high numbers, and they would be even higher if the people that are not doing the work that we're doing now, if that wasn't in place, those numbers you're talking about skyrocket
Yeah.
because
Right.
and it's a public safety issue for your grandmother, for your daughters, for your sisters. Men should be able to hold their own, but the women out here, people are hungry. They do crazy things.
Right.
Desperation causes
Right.
people to do things. But if there's something there, some resources, because a lot of the times they come home, no job, no place to go. You end up seeing them at the bus terminal, reoffending, to go back to get a meal during the winter time. It's so many just it's a part of the society that we should actually look at a little bit more. And they're starting to do that with the
Right.
new administration, with Packer, Kyle Alves, Thomas Burns. There's a bunch of men out here that are actually working with the population, the returning citizens. That's a term a lot of people don't like to use. But what are you once you come out? What are you? Are you truly a citizen?
Right.
And
Right.
so, because a lot of us that have felonies don't have opportunities to work, so you got to get creative. You know what I mean? And sometimes you got to show your worth.
Right. So you open some of these get jobs and stuff. Is it how hard or easy is that? I mean, because we know how the
Listen,
population is today. You know.
speaking from my own perspective, I had to work for free for over a year before something materialized where there's any type of monetary advance for myself.
Right.
So it's like either you're gonna stay committed to your desire to change, or you're gonna reoffend. And
Right.
it's a lot of people take that route because they're comfortable in the rut.
Right. Right.
It's easier to do nothing.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
to desire to change and to make serious impact in your own life, you got to put work in.
Right. Yeah. And for some people, I mean, they only know one way of life when they've been in for a long time. So when they
There's
didn't
there's,
know,
there's
it's
career criminals there's people coming home that's been in for 30 years, man.
wow. Wow. Yeah.
They're coming home to the city or somewhere around some around the area after 30 years of like some intense things that cause a lot of trauma and a lot of stress. Prison induced stress. Like those are real things. Everybody thinks like they used to be like, oh, you go to jail, you got food, TV. Nah, it's not like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a lot of things going on in there that people don't want to talk about, or I shouldn't even talk about because it offends people.
Right. Right. But I mean, so it sounds like it's a good thing that you're doing with them. How you got probably a lot of turnover, I assume, because
Unfortunately, like if we're sitting in a room with 4 felons, at least 2 of them will be back in the system.
right,
So every time you're in a room, you got to know somebody's going back in
going
this
back,
group
right, yeah,
because we do a reintegration meeting, and every time we sit at the table, one of the facilitators likes to mention to us so everybody understands somebody in this room is going to go back
right,
according to statistics.
right, yeah. But you try to beat the statistics,
And yeah, you want to
right?
be the
You
one
want
that
to,
beats them.
right,
That's one you don't want to win
right,
because it's
exactly,
all the way loss. And now when you sit in the room and you look around, you're like, oh, there's only 4 of us today. So and then I've been in this room, I've been in these meetings now, and it's been overturned. There's different guys in the group, and a few have been sent back. So every time we're sitting in this group and we have this meeting every Wednesday night, which is today, you're like, wow, glad you're here.
right,
You know what I
right,
mean? Because we know the struggle. Like we got issues.
right,
real life issues. Whereas, excuse me, you got mental health issues
Right. Yeah.
that are real.
And and more of that, you see that more and more every day is mental illness. And I like to see more programs for that too. There's not, I
Yes.
don't think there's not. I mean, you got a lot of programs, but not enough out there
Yeah.
for that.
Well, that's
You know,
the beauty of that is there are groups out there, and Birds and Forts is a company that they work with the population, not only as far as trying to help brothers with their mental health, but they also trying to they doing economic development, empowering others. There's think tanks going on. There's reentry housing going to be provided with inpatient, outpatient services. So these are the things that really need to be addressed because a lot of these guys coming home on medication. Then we also have
Right.
that MAT, which is medicated assisted treatment.
okay,
You got Suboxones, you got
right,
things of that nature,
right,
Vivitrol shot.
Yep.
So people coming home need services.
right, right. And what's the age gap or the age? Do you find that is there a lot of younger, older? Is it just mixed or?
Well, I see right now the ones that want change happen to be the older individuals.
Okay.
And I mean, the young guys, it's tough because the youngsters think they know better.
Right. Right.
There's a difference between knowing and thinking
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
in
Absolutely.
actuality. So when you think you know better, someone that's been there, done that, and you still refuse to learn, then that tells me you want to learn the hard way.
Right. Yeah.
And
So it must. You must have a lot of. Well, I wouldn't say trouble, but so you know who you're dealing with. So you know, okay, we have to go down this route with this
Mhm.
person, or this one's gonna be a little bit easier, so we can, go through this step.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
Well, I don't want to cut you off, but
no, good.
that you have an assessment
Right. Okay.
and you have a
right.
team of individuals who are in this process. It's not just one person, and you don't take things personal. And you as much as you want to help every person, if something happens in positive or negative, you can't take it personal.
Right.
You're providing a service. You're in position to help. You try to help, but if someone chooses not to accept it, that's not your fault. If they want to go
Right.
down their own path, that's not your fault. You know what I mean? You can't personalize it with, oh man, I can't do this no more because this one went back. Nah, we're always thinking about the next guy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you can just always, give them the service, guide them through, and just. I mean, it's.
You got what they
Yeah.
call it in a spiritual sense is free will.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you have the will to do something or don't, it's up to you if you want to make
Right.
it positive or negative.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No. And again, what's the location again that people can?
And Calvary Cares, that's in East Freetown, 33 Brayley Road, East Freetown, Calvary Pentecostal Church. There's a drop-in center. There's 2 offices there. And then we also, Burns and Forts is in New Bedford, 174 Union Street, but that's community-based. And Strong Foundation is in New Bedford. And you can reach me through Facebook, phone.
Okay.
You know what I
And
mean?
you get a phone number that you want to give people? Or?
Oh, yeah, 508-204-0433, Strong Eye Foundation. You can leave me a voicemail, email, strongfoundation@gmail.com. And that's it.
Nice. So, they can reach you pretty much anytime or,
Yeah.
if they needed any help.
Within
just
reason.
Within reason, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
my time, that's one thing we focused, that was the first thing the men that I work with are big on time management.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And valuing your time and our time as a whole.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
everybody got their own family, they got their own self.
Yeah.
Because it's self-care. Because if you don't love yourself, how could you come out here and love the community or someone else?
Right. Yeah.
So, like, I know my time is valuable. So you could reach me and leave a message. I will get back to
Right.
you.
And so at the center itself, is there hours of
Yeah,
operation
the
there?
drop-in center is 10 to 2.
10 to 2, and that's Monday through Friday?
That's Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Because the pastor has church on Sunday.
Church on Sunday. All right. And is there, and what time is this services at in case people want
The
to
church services at Calvary Pentecostals are 11:30
11:30. Nice.
every Sunday.
And that's every Sunday.
That's every Sunday. That church been in Freetown over 50 years because my
Really?
mother's family from
Really, huh?
Freetown, Brayley
Okay.
Road, and that church been there forever, pretty much.
Wow. Nice, nice. Uh, so again, we're speaking with Richard Rebel from the Strong Eye Foundation, and let me see. Anything else you wanted to add with the church or anything?
No,
Or?
pretty much farmers markets available. Anybody needs food, you're hungry. Um, every Thursday, 12 o'clock to 2. And I'm pretty sure normally every Thanksgiving we have a food drive, and we also do food baskets. So if you might be in need of a Thanksgiving meal, that's gonna should be on the table as well.
Nice, nice.
So
Yeah. And do you also do things like you said for Christmas time?
yeah,
You do
there's a Christmas party every year, and we give out toys to the kids. He last year I think Pastor gave out to about 400 families toys, like a
nice.
big bag of toys too. It's not just a stuffed animal and a rock and a stick.
Right, right, yeah. No. Yeah, those days are over, right?
Yeah, them days is over, man. It's always
Right.
there might be some where you make your own iPod, like iPad or something. There's
Right.
always bikes.
Yeah.
I mean, nice
right,
toys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
for if your family's in need, like that's one thing we say. All the welcome up at Calvary Cares in the drop-in center. If you're in need, just give us a call, Pastor Curtis Dias or myself, and we'll set you up with something.
Nice, nice. So, that's the Strong Foundation once again, people. Richard Ribeiro is the founder of the Strong Eye Foundation. Um, so again, so you got the farmers market, you do the drop-off centers, you have the public outreach and things. Anything that we probably left out?
Yeah, we did, and this is something critical right now too. It's trying to generate something for a scholarship for a New
Okay.
Bedford High football player.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
And that's what we're working on that right now in memory of lost sons. I'm generating funds for that, and I'm doing that with Pathways to Freedom,
Oh, nice.
and that's another nonprofit I work with, and with Calvary Cares Drop-In Center. So we're trying to generate a young man who lost his life, two of them, in the city of New Bedford, and they both were football players. One of
Okay.
them was a player and a wrestler. So
Oh, wow.
we're generating for that. That's what the foundation's dealing with right now. That's what I'm
Okay.
focusing on.
All right. So, and you're, accepting donations for that as well?
That's
for that?
we're putting that together right
Together?
as we
Okay.
speak. I got Pathways to Freedom will be the fiscal sponsor
Right.
of that.
Yeah.
So we're just in the process of putting it
Right.
together.
But in the meantime, until it's ready, you had given out your phone number earlier so people can still reach
Yeah,
out
you can reach out to me
and
with
donate with
they could reach out to me for anything for the donation for that, and we're giving out a hat with the donation as well. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and I noticed you're also on Facebook, right? So you
Yeah.
have a page on Facebook, so you're selling hats.
selling
there,
hats. That's
right?
what we're using to generate for some of the funds
For
for
the funds. Nice,
the
nice,
scholarship.
nice. And so if anybody wants the hat, they can
Something like
contact
this. We
you.
got bucket hats. You see them.
Hats, I've seen them. Yeah,
There's a
they're
lot of
nice.
people that's been supporting in the
Yeah.
community. So I want to say thank you to everybody who supported already. And if you want to support, you got my number, is access, and it's for a good cause.
Yeah, no, it sure is. No, it sure is. And there's like I said, there's just so many, services and so many outreaches. But but at the same time, a lot of people don't even know about the services and what we have out
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Which is nice that we're having this conversation. Let people know what is out there
Mm-hmm.
and what kind of services that they can look into, or or if they need any help of some sort.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not gonna go through it alone. That's for sure. You
Nah,
guys, it sounds like
it's
you
a
got
battle out here.
yeah, and it sounds like you got a good strong foundation, which is why you got that name.
See,
it
all makes sense.
it does, right?
It all makes sense.
Yeah, it sure does. And we need more people, like yourself that that put these organizations together that want to help people and help people become successful, and it's a good thing for the community.
Thank you.
And again, that's what the show is all about. Is it's what things that's happening in your neighborhood, all about your community. Anything else that you might think that we might have left out? That
Well, just get out there and stay active, vote, because the voting in this town is a little crazy. We're not saying vote either way, just do it, exercise the right.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. because that does matter too.
It does matter.
Especially with this because that's you can try to get the funds from the different organizations from the different from the state and stuff. They help out too, and
Yep.
but sometimes you get some of these elected officials that don't want to help and don't do that.
That's
And
right. So we gonna get out there and
So,
do it.
yeah,
That's what we do. We got to be active, motivated, and service of others is big. I mean, if you care about your people in your community, and a lot of people say it, get out there, put your boots on the ground, put in that work, man.
yeah, nice. So again, that's the strong. Well, it's actually what Stronger Foundation.
Nah, just
It's
stronger,
just strong-
stronger foundation.
Foundation,
Because it
right.
was just strong foundation, but we're stronger now. You know what I
Right,
mean? We're
yeah.
dealing with recovery. We're dealing with hope. You know what I mean? We coming with a new approach to the same old problem.
Yeah, nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like there's nothing that you don't have for the service out there. You have a little bit of everything.
Hey,
which
listen,
is,
look
you
at the
know,
need.
yeah. Well, you, yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
there's enough. We're trying to put gum on the Hoover Dam.
right. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To block something, it's a big problem. You said the numbers.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, when I saw the numbers myself, I was really astonished. I mean, like I said, those are some high numbers. I mean, millions and millions and millions.
And it's only getting worse. So if we don't address it now, don't cry about it later. How about that?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Bottom line.
right. I mean,
That's it.
That's what it is.
I
Right?
don't want to hear no crying. If you ain't out there voting, don't talk about Trump, Kamala, or whatever. Get out there.
Yeah.
We less than what? We less than 6,000 people or 6,000 this year voted. Come on.
Yeah. No, that can make a difference too, and and everything that you do, and I thank you for doing what you do.
I thank you too, though,
yeah.
because you're out there. You've been doing a lot of work for a
Yeah,
lot of years.
I
I can't always say the same for myself,
Yeah,
but
no.
I'm doing it now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
And me, I like to say that myself too. I try to get out there when I can, and hey, I'm one person, but at least I try to make a difference. I'm not going to do it myself, but that's why I have people like yourself on the show. Let people know what's out there. They can easily become members and help
Yep.
out themselves. And
That's right.
we just need more of it. It's just not, especially in this city. It's a unique city. We're a city of one. It's new,
Mhm.
it's New Bedford. I mean,
It's a world class city, though. We're
it
the
sure
city that
is.
like the world. A lot of people forget that.
Yeah, no,
This
absolutely.
town is there's great history here, from Frederick Douglass to Herman Melville writing about us and Moby Dick.
right.
It gets
yeah.
deeper than that, but we are the city that lit the world. So don't
Yeah,
forget it. We
yeah.
feed the world now. You know what I mean? With the seafood here. I know that industry's going through a lot of issues right now, but
yeah.
this is a beautiful place.
It is, and that's one of the things that I enjoyed. Why I enjoy doing what I do is because I love this. I love the city. It really is a good city. Uh, I mean, what city doesn't have their problems? Every city
Man,
does.
the world is a ghetto,
know.
first of all. But at the end of the day, it's a beautiful bliss.
Yeah,
Because if you don't like life, then you know what's the other side of life? Death.
death. Yeah, we don't want that, right? We want to try to avoid that as much as we can.
Better wake up now.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. All right. So we got Richard Rebel again. He's the founder of the Strong Eye Foundation.
Yeah.
That's up in Freetown off Brayley Road. Was
Brayley
it?
Road, 33 Brayley Road, East Freetown. And before I go, though, can't forget them New Bedford Whalers and Coach DeBrito over there. I love that Whaler football. Whaler pride over
There
here.
you go. Yeah.
know what I mean?
Like I said, it's all about New Bedford, right?
That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, Richard, I want to thank you very much for coming in, stopping
Thank
by,
you.
and talking about the
Appreciate
Strong
it.
Foundation. Again, one more time, it's Richard Rebel. He's from the Stronger Foundation up in Brayley Road, up in Freetown. Just because the place is in Freetown, though, they help people here in New Bedford,
Yep.
Cushionet, Fairhaven,
New Bedford,
Dartmouth.
Taunton,
So, there you go.
Berkeley.
So, the resources out there, people. If you want to also become a member or know more about the Strong Eye Foundation, just give Richard a call. He'll be more than happy to fill you in. And, I think, again,
I appreciate
thank you.
it.
I
Find
wish
us
you.
on Facebook, Strong Eye Foundation. We out here.
All right.
One
yeah.
block at a time, too.
And so I thank you. And, and good luck with everything, All right.
You're welcome.